So Google finally annoyed me so much this week that I decided to ditch them as a search engine and moved to DuckDuckGo, and I have to say I do not miss them one bit. So I've been noticing for the past couple of months that Google search results have been getting very skewed towards marketing, in that if they want to sell you a product, they'll take you to a website where you can buy the product, but you might be after some information about something, but they'll still try and send you off to a marketing, and some things might not even be related to marketing. Like if you're after a Linux distribution, and that was exactly what I was after this week. Tails, the Amnesic Incognito Live System. So I just wanted to get the updated live CD of it, because I run it as a live CD. I can't do apt-get updates, it's not installed permanently on my system. So instead of typing the internet address, which is what, tails.boom. whatever, I don't know. In fact, it's down there. tails.boom.org. Right, I'm not typing that in. I don't type internet addresses in. I'm too lazy. In fact, you'll see it on adverts as well, like TV adverts or movie adverts. They'll say, search for something. They don't say, type in this internet address. Yeah, how the world has changed. I'm after Tails, and yet you give me results about dog food, the entire first page. In fact, think of it, my browser being nudged down another line there because I would have my bookmarks bar. The actual result of the operating system I'm after, I've only got the Wikipedia page there. That's not the actual page. So on the first page there, you're not giving me the results I want. And that was it. I just snapped. I thought, I've had enough of this. Why am I putting up this rubbish? So yeah, go to DuckDuckGo, and sure enough, yes, we do get the dog food result first. But at least on the first page, I have Tails. So you'd think I would have moved to DuckDuckGo ages ago, because they are more privacy focused. We don't store personal information ever, yes, like another search engine does. We don't follow you around with adverts. We don't track you in or out of private browsing mode. Yeah, I've been meaning to read up on this theory about how they are doing this. It can't just be as simple as IP addresses, but obviously there are some other factors on your operating system that they can track you on. Font settings, screen sizing, the audio settings. Yeah, there's other factors that they could take a fair guess of who you are or your identity. So it's not just a first time thing that I've been using DuckDuckGo. I have probably I would say maybe 5% of my searches have been with them, and they haven't let me down. I don't know why I just haven't gone this way before. I guess because I think I've been using Google so much from like the early days of the internet. I mean, this is what search engines used to look like. This was Alta Vista in, when was this one? This was 1996. Alta Vista in 2000. This is a mess. Think of how simple Google is. And yeah, search engines had to then move that way, but yeah, Excite. I was trying to think of all the other search engines I used. Metacrawler, I seem to think of, but yeah, beyond that, I can't really remember. And trying to use them as well, like searching for something, search results were just absolute garbage. And that's where Google did do well. They actually give you a search result for something you were looking for. Unlike nowadays, where they just try and sell you something. So, is this starting me down towards a route of de-Googlifying my life? Now, I know the irony, I upload everything to YouTube, yes, but I also upload to BitShoot. In fact, BitShoot have got a great feature where they just replicate what I upload to YouTube, so I don't have to do anything with them. It automatically just gets uploaded and added there. So that's great. So yeah, same idea on Quidsup on BitShoot. If you want to follow me on there instead of YouTube, the uploads are delayed by a few hours. Thinking of other factors, OpenStreetMap. I have used this a few times before. I have to say their footpath information is great and much better than Google Maps. And in terms of usability, I mean, it is just the same as what you'd expect from Google Maps. You've got zooming in from the mouse cursor, you've got scrolling around with the mouse and just dragging it. It just feels like how Google Maps does. Obviously, it doesn't have the Street View data though, which depends what you're looking at. That can come in quite handy. But I suppose travelling around, I'll probably still be using Google Maps. It's just not the information with like the traffic and all the businesses. The alternative to Google Documents would be like Nextcloud and OwnCloud. I think in the future I will do a video about how to get rid of Google out of your life, but for now this was just going to be a little blog update. I have ditched Google as a search engine, moved to DuckDuckGo. And that was something else I found a lot easier as well. Primarily Displayotron instructions. How to get, if I could just reach it over, basically a LCD screen up and running. Oh yeah, Google will show me the results to buy the product, as usual, but in terms of using it and soldering it all together, and yeah. I'm glad I actually found this, because I probably would have made a mess at some point. These are also the other things I'm dealing with at the moment on the programming side. Mucking around with Pi Zero and LCD screens. I want to just do a little bit more on that and just give you a bit of an update of what is happening in my life. There's a couple of Linux distributions I want to look at soon. There's Netrunner, that's been formally released. That was always quite a nice fancy looking KDE system. Although I'm not sure which way they've gone with what they're basing it on. It used to be on KDE Neon, so rolling release. Yeah, we'll take a look at that, what's happening there. LXLE must be getting near a final release. They're on a beta. So that was a lightweight alternative. Oh, they're still using the LXDE desktop. Wonder how true that is. I'll have to take a look. LXDE's, what is it, end of life or what? Or is it still continuing? But yeah, they've moved to LXQt. So yeah, presumably LXDE is now deprecated. Yeah, that'd be one to take a look at. Anti-X, which I took a look at briefly recently on that old computer. So that's coming up to a new release as well. I have to say the one I did look at on that old computer was the older version. Was that 18 or 17? 18 I think it was. Yeah, it does say Anti-X 19. So yeah, it was a final release. I didn't mess around with betas on that one. In terms of what I want to do with that old computer, so there was one suggestion about repurposing it as an old gaming machine. Getting a copy of FreeDOS on there. So that could be quite a nice idea. And for one thing, it does have a floppy disk drive and a CD drive, so it should be capable of running some of the older DOS games. That'd be really interesting to see how that works out. I can't see a future with it for a graphical user interface, and anyway, there really is no point in running an old Pentium 3 with a GUI these days. I mean, what do I need? I've just shown you a Raspberry Pi Zero there. That's something that's more powerful, a lot cheaper, more energy efficient. So yeah. That's the future if I want a graphical user interface on a system, not that old Pentium 3. So anyway, lots to do, some programming stuff, a couple more videos. But yeah, that is what's happening at the moment. The main thing is ditching Google as my search engine. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later.